Hey everyone, FPS Chasley here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dangerous Waters. Doing the Typhoon campaign. Belling the cat here. Got ourselves a circle search torp off in the distance, and we are on the boogie run. We've been running from some pesky... Oh, hello.
Bearing 221, designated Sierra 1.
What's the bearing on that? Is that the one I'm expecting to see? That is the one I'm expecting to see. Such a circle search. Not going to pay that much mind. So for the first time I'm using my new earbuds, the kind that form like a suction with your ear. And it's definitely an experience so far. I'm kind of enjoying it to some degree, but it's weird to hear me talking on the other hand. If you have like in-ear... Oh, that just dropped off. That's dead. Okay, very well. All torpedoes are gone.
Con sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 229.
A new pinger? A new active pinger? Is that getting automatic? Here, get rid of that. I had that turned on for multiplayer, but it was automatically merging up some tracks there. They might be trying to bear down on my ass here. We'll have to see. Not seeing them on the broadband. Okay, so I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm just about ready to get done with this mission. Maybe as much as you are. So we're going to go ahead and check out the mission status here. Okay, so our score is 1/3 just about. We've monitored the exercise, detected the boomer, and we need to trail a second typhoon. It looks like we just have to go to a certain time limit here. But now we're back in international waters, so that's good. Okay, so we have some tubes. Okay, when did our radio mast went down 20 minutes ago, so we still got 54 minutes left on that. And I think that's coming back before the wire. Yeah, way before the wire. Okay, that's fine. Oops, shit, too much. Is it just me, or does this look a little faint? It's fine, we'll bring that in a little bit. We're using the wrong array. We're using the wrong array. We don't need to be using the port right now. Damn. I was wondering why it looked kind of not very strong. Let's see. This is some shallows. We're heading into some shallows right now. Let's go this way.
Come left to course 311. Hell my.
Let us go this way. So there's supposedly going to be a second typhoon. All these tracks are kind of bogus now at this point. I mean, I guess we still have that. So we can kind of start these over from where they were. This guy been going constant course. Did he turn at some point? I don't know. I may drop everything. We're definitely going to drop this boomer. Don't think we're seeing him anymore. Okay, so we want to bring this all the way back in. Did not want that to be all the way out there. We'll slow down a little bit.
Make turns for 4 knots. Maneuvering eye.
May make us overshoot this turn, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Those whales just cut off all of a sudden. That's interesting. What would make them cut off all of a sudden? The toad has not reached like a sensitivity threshold yet, so that's interesting. Master 2. Okay, what do we got? Do we have ourselves a... There's probably some kind of course change in here at some point. Oi. Is hard to tell. We're getting a tracker on him, but not seeing him on the broadband. At least on here, we're not seeing him. Could be in the... He's most likely in the baffles, though. 231. 23 is number 1. He was right on the edge of being in the baffles, but he for sure is in the baffles right now as we come about here. Trying to head for deeper water, not really for this per se. Probably just gonna try and lurk out here a ways. Probably best to be lurking out here. I realized for this mission you don't necessarily have to come into the disputed area. You should still be able to hear that typhoon from out here. So that, in hindsight, that would have been the better thing to do. I recently found out what these are. If you saw the Cold Waters trailer, this is that crazy mortar-looking system. That's what that is. And I think these nominally have like 2 of those. I'm thinking I got hit by one of these, a mortar, or maybe some kind of depth bomb, but I'm thinking that's what gave me the damage. So let's get the starboard out here.
The starboard towed array. Helm aye.
Give me 1 second. I want to check something. So I went ahead and lowered sound effects noises and increased voice noises. I think that'll help with my balance in videos. Oh, hello, Mr. What do we got? TB23. Very good. Streaming that bad boy out. Does this have a narrower baffles? No. Than the TB16? No. I don't think so. Very well. What's our... Okay, so we're about halfway to our new course. A little more than halfway. Very good. 65% damage. We took a lick back there. So what's going to be repaired next? That is a good question. I think it's like there was a few short things and then it's a bunch of more... It's a bunch of longer stuff. So we don't have a hull sensor currently. Okay. 62 minutes. So that's down for another... What is this? 25. That's down for another 35 minutes. Our conformal is out. Very well. I wish it would tell you which systems are damaged just up here. That would be nice. But our hull sensor is out. Very well. Not too big a deal. Gonna let this out a little bit more as we move up this way. Let's just get a little lapse going. So our baffles are going to be sitting out around here. Okay. That works. Not seeing anything on it. Master 2. Alright, well, we need to start working on some new solutions here for people. Need to figure out what dudes are up to. What dudes be up to? Okay, that's interesting.
Sonar. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 108.
Shit, that's in those baffles. This is a very close aboard torpedo. Retrieve this.
Starboard towed array. Helm I.
108. Badabadoo. Shabadoo. Keep going this way.
3. All ahead, torpedo in the water. Helm I. Bearing.
Oh my god.
3.
Okay, this was loud and got quieter. They're raining down shit. Fire out and active. I did not reload this. Ugh. Oh boy. Good lord. Get out of here. Get out of here, please. Let's see. Torp.
Steady on course. 3.
What the hell? What is that?
Loud explosion. Bearing.
Oh no, we've been hit!
Ah, shit. We heard a loud explosion. What got me? Killed by airport with air depth charge bomb. Okay, well that one was...
Depth control, we're going down.
Yeah, I bet we have. Alrighty, so we are back at it here. I'm going pretty... Brought it up a few more minutes than where I started out, but we are going along at 2 knots now. Already headed up this way. I went a little deeper to try and avoid mad detection here. Got some whales off that way. Maybe we can avoid ourselves a mad hit here doing this, but who knows. Hope we're not stuck in this. If we are, I'll have to... I'll play off screen and kind of get up to this an analogous point, kind of avoid the disputed waters, but hopefully we can wrap this up here. But I'm not sure. They may want my butt at this point. The problem is there really isn't that much... The water doesn't really get that deep around here. I mean, you can get out of mad detection range, and then at a certain point, I guess you could just kind of sit, hang out. Okay, this is a... It's a reciprocal there. Very good. Keeping the TB16 for now, because we can run at a decent clip with this bad boy and not worry about it breaking off. We're pretty quiet right now. We're not moving very fast, but we're quiet, and we should be just about good on mad detection depth there. Starting to get towards shallower water, so I'm just going to go another 10 feet down here.
Make my depth 4 feet.
Okay, let's get out of the little time lapse there. Someone may find our butts here, but...
On sonar. Torpedo in the water.
Shit, there you go again.
119.
Alright.
All ahead full.
Oops.
Helm on.
Lap that. We're getting out of here.
Launch countermeasures. Aye, sir.
Yeah, do that, and let's get a passive in here, too.
Sonar. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 085.
Okay, I want to see what these torpedoes are. I want to see what they are. What am I getting hit with? 941. 1571. Okay, we need to sort by this, smallest to largest, 941. What was it, 1571? Nothing in here really works. So what gives? What am I seeing? Is that what I'm really seeing? Maybe more like 936. But the 1571 looks to be about good. I guess maybe this here, APR-2E torpedo. About this other bad boy here. Oh, that's not what you want. You want this. And then this one seems to be the same thing. So it looks like we got two of the same torps dropping on our heads here. Seems to have us locked down pretty good. APR-2E. I may be doing a fruitless endeavor here. APR-2E torpedo. Anti-submarine pump jet, torpedo rocket, KA-27 helix payload. Speed 35 to 62 knots. Range very short. Okay. Well, let's see if we get hit here. Get the hell out of here. Let's try and keep tabs on them.
Con sonar. I have a new contact.
Yeah, they sound weird.
078 designated.
Oh, just went into my baffles there.
3 con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 070.
Oh, think he's got us.
Sierra 1.
Oh, we're not. Oh, we're not dead. Now we're dead, man. All right, we're loading this up and we're getting the hell out of here, dude. We're loading this back up. We are getting the hell out of here. We're just clearing boogie datum. Just getting the hell out. All right, bring you back in. All ahead full. 550. Get the hell out of here.
Left to
course
5,
336.
feet.
We're not messing around. Load that up, active. Give me a nice juicy passive target as well. Load that up. We are just clearing boogie out of here.
I have a new contact. Bearing 221. Designated Sierra 12.
Oh, we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna stay unpredictable as best we can. Let's make for 25 knots.
Make turns for 25 knots. Maneuvering I.
Okay, bad boy's back in. Let us get the hell out of here. Let us get out. We're just gonna boogie. We're just gonna clear out. Clear out of here. We're gonna head off. Yeah, about this way seems good. We're just gonna keep up our boogie because they want us. They want our butts. Maybe we can boogie on out of here, hopefully. Okay. Let's get the hell out of there. Give them a nice juicy active target to look for. Did I launch? Oh, I launched it. I launched one pre. Okay, I didn't need to launch that, but that's fine. Forgot about that one from earlier.
Steady on
Okay.
course 336.
Gonna try and stay unpredictable here. I think this is mass detection approximation here going on. So we're gonna try and stay hard to track. You want to change your course every few minutes, and that makes you very hard to track. Very hard to track. So if you're in a noisier boat in a multiplayer match, your advantage is to maneuver frequently and become hard to track. They'll hear you, but they won't know where you exactly are, and that is to your advantage. Which you will see me do in a multiplayer video soon, with some success. Alrighty then. Let us boogie on out of here. We're gonna come right a little bit here.
Come right to course 010. Helm I.
Just gonna get the hell out of here. I almost wonder if it's worth it to flank. Just keep up the boogie. We gained a knot on that turn. That's interesting. We're very close to the bottom. Not a lot of maneuvering margin of error here. It's frickin'
Steady on course 010.
KA-27 helix. At this speed, it's hard to hear. Do we have a reference for the frickin' washout speed on the TB-16 there? It'll be nice to keep that lit. Let's here, let's slow down to full.
All ahead standard. Helm I.
Let's let out some of this.
Stream to port towed array. Helm I.
I want to see at which depth. This will come out really quick at this speed. I want to see when we can get some acuity on this thing and actually see some stuff. I think it's going to wash out at around 18 knots. So it's probably for the better that we stick to a speed more like that.
Make turns for 18
Or
knots.
18 maybe
Maneuvering
when washout starts. We don't need that much out. That's good. Maybe able to get some decent visuals. We're coming down. It's clearing up here. It would be nice to not be completely blind as we make our getaway. The spherical doesn't come back till like 15 knots or so. Let's go down one more peg to 17.
Make turns for 17 knots. Maneuvering, aye.
Maybe sufficient here. Oh, how I would love to go up and pop a missile in someone's butt, but that is not our objective this mission here. That is not our objective. Okay, so we can see decently right now. So that's good. You can see somewhat decently. These are old tracks, old torpedoes that dropped off the face of the earth. We gotta drop these bad boys for now.
On sonar, I have a new contact.
Aye.
2,
Come
Okay.
left to course
Designated
3,
Sierra.
1, 3.
Let's turn up this way.
LI.
This way we'll be able to see Torse, but if they're gonna drop them right on top of us, there's not much we're gonna be able to do. And I don't think this thing can be towed at flank speed, even though it is the TB-16. So we'll just keep that like that for now. Countermeasures are all loaded up. We were getting some ad caps in these tubes. Don't remember what the harpoons were in there from, but they are there from something. Obviously, I put them there at some point. Okay. This toad should turn pretty quickly. A nice passive decoy would be good, but not sure who's going to be falling for that.
Steady on course 3, 1, 3.
Got ourselves the juicy active target out there, so if anyone's trying to ping this, they'll see a nice countermeasure and not
On
us.
sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 1, 7,
Very well.
6. Designated Sierra.
The torps
1,
don't start
3.
flying until around now, so we're still anyone's ball game at this point. Let's
Come
cock
right
it back
to
this
course
way.
0, 6, 2. Hell
Try
by.
and stay unpredictable in this grand escape of ours. That's all we can ask for at this point, because I may be screwed. I might try this. If we don't clear datum this time, I don't know. May have to restart it and kind of crawl my way back here. Okay, so this looks like we were at about the same acuity as before. I think 18 is just a touch too high, though. That's when it really starts to kind of rub out there. So we'll stick at 17 knots here. If anyone tries any funny business, we'll give them the old shake, or we'll try to at least. Head off this way for a little bit. And in a certain respect, it's almost kind of better just to like head perpendicular away from international waters. Just try and boogie on out that way. That may be the best course of action here. Yeah, that's washed out. Okay.
Steady on course 0.
Holding my
6,
breath for
2.
someone to drop potential torps on my butt. I mean, those torps they drop they can have that 60 knot burst speed or whatever, but they only got a 2-mile range. You pretty much need to be knowing what you're dropping on, so it's pretty well and good, perfect for a helicopter there. You know, get a ping on someone, you're right on top of them. Drop that torp, you know. Okay, there's the whales. Having a whale of a good time out this way. Ugh. Nervous. This mission. Probably would have turned out better if I had stayed out here in international waters. Even when you make yourself hard to detect, you can see over time where you can, if you look at it carefully, you can still tell that someone's trying to get to a certain point, but in the short term it's hard to track, but in the long term it's very obvious as to where I was trying to get to, which was in here further. Out here would have been fine. Who knows if they would have been good enough to determine that my position was actually out there. They're like, oh, you know, pretty close. Okay, we're kind of heading for shallows right now, which is why I didn't want to go this way. Oh, we're actually on the skirt of this shallow area here. So we don't have to worry about it getting too shallow, actually. We're actually in a pretty decent location. Oh, let's keep giving them the shake.
Come left to course 005. Helm aye.
A somewhat good tactic for turning real sharp is to try and use a full... Well, they are using full rudder here, okay. I was going to say, sometimes you can order... If you want to be even quicker, you can order a full rudder. And then about halfway through your turn of where you want to go, you can order the course change and the helmsman will sort it out there. But he was using full rudder all right. It's just, you know, physics are a bit of a bother. Even with full rudder, it takes a little bit of time to start swinging. And a little bit of time to stop swinging. Okay, I don't remember when the torps started flying last time. But we seem to be doing good here. Clearing out.
Steady on course 005.
Wouldn't mind keeping a field of countermeasures behind me, but I don't know. Everyone can hear me anyway for a good chunk of distance. But it's nice to give people false positives in the form of countermeasures. But it also kind of leaves a breadcrumb trail where you've been, so I think we'll just kind of keep up with this for now. I want to go for a few more minutes to see if these torps are going to come, because I don't want to just end the episode and next time startup gets stuck in like a 2-minute death sequence or something. There's no way for me to know what's up there. But I'm imagining right now it's going to be harder for them to find me than it was last time. And who knows how far out they're actually to come for me. So let's turn
right
back.
To course 076. Helm aye.
Maybe even run this way for a little bit. And I always forget I can launch countermeasures from here. It's maybe good to do that. I guess if you order one of these and it's not in the tube, it's going to have to reload that before it can launch it. Or maybe it won't even give you that option if you only have actives in the countermeasure tubes. That is also a likely possibility. See, in the short term, we're being very confusing to track, but in the long term, you can see that this is pretty much our vector right now. It's kind of heading this way. So kind of need to head this direction a little bit, maybe even do something like that and change our direction to be kind of this way. But if you don't have that long-term hindsight, you're only going to see the short-term trends. It's going to be dastardly to try and mark that up. Seems good so far. It doesn't seem like they found me like they did last time. Some decently deep water is coming. That should be pretty good in terms of mad avoidance. 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 Hey, what's this avoidance of Microsoft? I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, let's drop it down 20 more feet here.
Make my depth 5, 7, 6 feet.
Doing some real bottom hugging here at this point. Alrighty, I think. Let's go 2.5 more minutes. 2.5 more. Just want to make sure someone's not going to drop some freaking torp on my butt.
On sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 043.
Don't head that way.
Sierra 1 4.
Come left to course 3.
Let's turn this way.
Helm aye.
Looks like we may have ourselves. Was that 2 separate pingers there? Definitely a dipping sonar. Torpedo sonars tend to be a little higher in frequency than that. It's only going to list ship sonars, but fairly certain that is some kind of a. Well, is it in the reference? Let's see. That's pretty close in, too. It was pretty loud. Given how much I had turned down sound effects, that's like almost right on top of me. Good thing to do is probably drop some countermeasures when I get back in the game here, because they may drop torps right now. If they see me like that, they're going to drop torps that second. Be good to get countermeasures out. KA-27 Helix. You going to tell me the frequency on this sonar? No. It should, but it doesn't. Okay. Launch countermeasures.
Aye, sir. Launch countermeasures. Aye, sir.
Just keep the actives for now. Yeah, there's definitely, like, seemingly 2 pings coming from that direction. Is that Torp?
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 041. Designated Sierra 15.
Yeah, bastard dropped a Torp on me. I don't even see it. There it is. Hello. Now it's my countermeasure. May have dropped a circle search Torp. I don't... Well, I could probably see it on the narrow. APR 2E Torp. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Okay. Mark that bad boy up. Gonna mark it, man? Come on now, I ain't got all day. Oh, there it goes. In the baffles. Alright, come on out. Pop yourself out. Pop yourself back out there. There you go,
Steady
changing
on
course.
3,
Okay.
1, 1.
Mark it up, please.
Con sonar.
Thank you.
I have a new
I don't need
contact.
2 trackers,
Bearing
just 1.
038. Designated Sierra.
Possibly 2
16.
Torps in the water there. They seem to be kind of distant. It's my countermeasure. They seem to be kind of distant there. Countermeasure's behind me.
Left full rudder. Helm aye.
Gotta order kind of over this way. Try and put this
Come
countermeasure
left
up a
to
little
course
closer
2,
here.
50. Helm aye.
Why did my own passive drop off my sonar there? So I'm not seeing them on the waterfall, so they're kind of out there a bit. They're probably at their 35 knot chill speed. This guy probably thinking I was going to be coming up there a little bit, so we're going to head this way for a bit. Just kind of sneak around, then we'll kind of do something like this, I think. Ugh, I'm just trying to wonder how much of a perpetual game of cat and mouse I'm getting myself into here. I can kind of faintly see him, but not really.
Steady on course 250.
Haven't heard their pings all that constantly, so I'm thinking they're circle searching and not seeing me. So we're going to head back this way a little bit, try and get this countermeasure to be closer to those torps than I am. Because that would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm probably going to end up going till 30 minutes here. Okay. This 17 knots seems decent. Let me, let's check some data I got here. We want, tactical speed. For example, in a cool of 3 targeting a seal at 20 knots could hear it from 11 nautical miles away on a toad. Okay, it doesn't really apply. Well, how much noise does a seal make at 20 knots? It's probably, well, it's definitely quieter than what I'm doing right now. So the seal is the X is dark blue, and I'm this blue. So 20 knots. Seal is doing this, and I'm doing that at 9 or 10. So I'm all the way up here, making more noise than the seal at flank. If I drop down to 16, I lose a magnitude level, so let's do that. Let's drop down to 16 knots. But if I want this magnitude level, I might as well go 22. Let's drop down to 16 knots. And yeah, we'll go with that for now. Drop down to 16.
Make turns for 16 knots. Maneuvering, aye.
Yeah, we're heading back towards the Sovs. Okay, these torps are still out there, but they don't seem to be getting closer. Haven't heard them ping for a while. I think they're stuck on this 35 knot circle search. We'll turn and run this way very shortly here. Man, that guy got out there on me. Wish I could see. I want like a correlation between certain pings, signal strength, and range. I know it's not always going to be applicable based on the conditions of the water at the time, but it's always kind of fun to have. Let's go
Come
like
right
this.
to course 303. Helm aye.
Do it, turn. Use that full rudder. Full rudder. Very good. Well, I think our high speed was better than our low speed. Being a little proactive with our fate here. Kind of going all over the place. Should be giving them a run for their money right now with their tracking abilities. Okay, has this guy been kind of constant coursing? No. What the hell is going on with that signal? Distance is what's going on with that signal. That's what's up. Isn't that cool how that sorts itself out at range like that? Let's see.
Steady on course 303.
Ooh, well, could it be doing this? Ah, see, that looks even better. Entertain all options. Okay, surprised that pinger's been even picking this up, honestly. Okay, what about you? That looks pretty good. This seems to look better. Okay, very nice. At this high speed, we get pretty high bearing rates, so it helps narrow down your solution pretty good. And we've been turning a lot and kind of changing speed. All right, I am going to stop here. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys next time. Have a good one. This torps seem to be dead. And as always, good hunting.